What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stat Street Sports channel. I'm your host, Jarrell Hicks, here to bring you a recap of the Steelers versus the Washington football team game. But before we get started with the video, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe on the channel. It'd be much appreciated. And let's get started with the video. The Steelers are now 11-1. The Washington football team has come up with the upset, 23-17. Let's talk about it. So I'll start with the Washington football team. Played well second half. First half was okay. The defense played okay. They were okay both sides of the ball. Nothing too spectacular, but they came out both sides of the ball after halftime more energetic, more lively. The defense really stepped up more in the second half. They were down 14-0 early. Scored a field goal right before halftime that really, gave them some momentum going into the third quarter, and they took it from there and ran with it. I start with the defense for the Washington football team. They were the definition tonight of bending but not breaking. And they had a little help from the Steelers offense. The receivers not catching the ball, but we'll get into it on the Steelers side. But yeah, the defense played well. Didn't get to Big Ben as much as I would like them to, but they only rushed four pass rushers, which were only the down linemen. Okay, so Jonathan Allen. Who's the other D tackle? Payne, Sweat. They played well, but the star to me was Chase Young. If you're familiar with my channel, I'm not the biggest Chase Young fan. I thought before the draft he would be a bust. I still think I want to say bust, but I don't think he's worth a second overall pick in this past draft. I will say that. I'm stating on that. Bust, no. But if you're going off technicality, he should end up being the number 2 pick in the draft. He should be, at least somewhere around Hall of Famer type of player. All pro couple years. I still don't see that for his future personally, but I'll get to that. I will get to that in another video later down the road. But this game played well. Everywhere in Big Ben's face, stopping the run, just a ball of just, the daggone big version of Tasmanian Devil on steroids. That's all it was tonight, and that's the role he played. He played it well. But, like I said, I'll get into how I feel about him, down the road and stuff like that. But, this game tonight, he played well. Good rookie years so far. He was, to me, the best player on defense for the entire night overall. Him and Everett. Boston was probably close to second, but I give him third. But the defense played well. Ben not break. They didn't break at all, except for the most of the part of the first half. But the defense played well. Go to the offense. Alex Smith played well, played very good. All the pressure, he had pressure in his face from quarter 1 to quarter 4. Withstood it, no turnovers. Very good game, Alex Smith. Now onto the running game. Peyton Barber was okay, but the key for the night for the Washington football team, the number 1 star was J.D. McKissick, former 49ers running back, I believe, the last couple of years. He was fantastic. 10-plus catches tonight. Saved them on a lot of third downs that they really needed. Gave them a spark in the second half that really boosted the football team's, efforts to try to win the game. He got them out a lot of 2nd and 4s, 3rd and 6s, 3rd and 5s, all that stuff. They all went to him for the most part. Logan Thomas was a good number 2 for the number 1 player for the football team tonight on offense. I was outside of the quarterback. I think Smith played well enough. The pressure in his face withstood it, no turnovers. Smith gets that automatically as to being the quarterback. But, pieces around the quarterback, I'll give it to McKissick, Logan Thomas, and Sims. Logan Thomas played well. I'm a VTech fan, so seeing him play well is fine for me. I'm happy about it. Former VTech quarterback, always a big body guy, 6'7", 6'8", somewhere around that size, 6'6", something like that, 230, 240. Transition to the NFL, tight end. Happy to see him doing well. I'm a VTech Hokie fan forever, so happy to see that. Chris Sims, big body receiver, played well. dropped a couple passes, but all in all, the football team win. Tied for the NFC East lead with the Giants. I don't know for sure right now who has the lead, but with a tie. But let's get to the Steelers. How did they lose this game? First thing first, drops, drops, drops. Second thing, no running game. So let's go start with the drops. Eric Ebron, very good tight end. I like him a lot. Had a horrible game. Horrible game. He was terrible. He dropped so many open, like straight to the right in his hands type of passes. Now everyone dropped something except for Claypool. Uh, Juju Schuster-Smith dropped a couple. Johnson dropped a couple. Ebron dropped a lot. But all in all, that's really what cost them the game, in my opinion. The defense for the Steelers played well. They had the football team down for the most of the game. The Steelers just couldn't capitalize on it. When the football team went 3-and-outs all them times, first half they couldn't capitalize on a bigger lead. I thought they would have. When it went 14-zip, I thought, okay, the Steelers gonna run away with it. It's gonna be a blowout, 28-10, something like that. It didn't happen. It just didn't happen, man. Drops, lack of running game. I don't know if it was the old. It had to been just Benny Snell. Yeah, I don't know. I need to watch the highlights again. I was kind of doing other things while watching the game, but the running game was terrible. Benny Snell couldn't get anything going. I think the whole night they had like 15 rushes the entire night, 10 to 15 rushes, somewhere around that range. Big Ben threw it over 51 times. That's not going to work. It's not a long-lasting thing. But they had the game won, to be honest. They just couldn't catch the ball to save their lives throughout the entire game, and really the second half. Ebron was terrible. But, the Steelers are still the number one team in the AFC North record-wise, but I don't think they're the best team in that division. I've been saying that the entire year, from week 1 to week 7 to week 13. The Steelers are not the best team in that division, in my opinion. I've stood on that. I'm going to stay on that. I think they're the highest caliber right now of Super Bowl pretenders. And I've always said that. The Ravens and the Steelers, to me, are Super Bowl pretenders to the highest. I can't talk. The Ravens and the Steelers are the Super Bowl pretenders to the highest degree. You think for the most of the year, okay, they got it. They got all the tools, all the pieces, all that stuff. But when it comes down to it, they have. I don't think they're gonna do anything in playoffs. To be honest, after they, especially the Steelers, if they keep their bye, which they should. Whoever they meet, I think they're gonna lose in the first round, in their first round. But that's my opinion on it. But that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.